win in very trying circumstances of the heat?
Yeah, I guess both sides had to play at Margie. Well, it was a strange kind of game, wasn't it? You know, they got away to a flyer. They came out pretty fired up. They've had a pretty tough couple of weeks, the Titans. Probably 3 tries, and you know, you have to go a long way back to see the way tries are conjured. You know, it's a long time before I've seen two balls come off the post. If it was a tactic, he's a genius. 100% record on it. So you know, and they capitalised on it. So you know, tries come out against the run of play. So I think that's where our side showed some real commitment to hang in there and to claw their way back into the game, and that's what this Bulldog side so far has showed a willingness to do. They're very good like that, in really wanting, and they're learning, and they're trying to graft out games. As I said, we're a young side, and they're still in that learning curve. And while we can keep winning games and keep learning at the same time, you know, it puts us in good stead going forward. But we've got to be realistic. We need to improve in some areas, and we know that, and we're working on addressing that. Those areas being with the ball. But we'll gladly take the 2 points, and we'll be out of here.
How highly do you rate?
Oh, sorry, one at a time.
Sorry. How highly do you rate the Morris try, like the 105-metre try?
Yeah, no, so that's what you know, when you got people like Benny and Josh Morris has started the season, and it was an absolute flyer. But the pleasing part about Benny's game today were his try saves. So that's a part of his game that he's really worked hard on, and he continues to work hard on. It's probably one area of his game that he needed to address, and to come up with 2 try saves today was a great reward for him. But yeah, there's some great tries.
Des, would you trade the 105-metre try for the stop on Barley?
Sorry?
Would you trade the 105-metre try for the stop on Barley?
Yeah. Well, we needed to be. I guess he's got that ability. He's that kind of player, isn't it? That can create those moments. Every side's got those players. You know, Storm have got the Slaters, and Manly have got the Stewarts.
It wasn't a bad rubber kick by Prince.
Parramatta have got the got Jared Haynes. So yeah, you need those players that can create those try-scoring opportunities.
It wasn't a bad rubber kick.
We certainly won't be able to get carried away. Sorry.
That's right. It wasn't a bad rubber kick for him to score off either, was it? I mean, it wasn't a poorly placed kick, it's a pretty good kick from Prince.
Yeah, no doubt.
The chase was good.
Yeah, the chase was okay, but the result was better for us.
Mick, given all the tackling you had to do with something like 40 extra tackles in the first half, how much of a lift was it to be actually leading?
Yeah, no, it was. It was just one of those halves that seemed to be back and forth, and fortunately we got control of the game sort of towards the back end of that first half, and were able to complete some sets and got some field position, and then got some points through that, and then Benny and Josh came up with their special effort too. So came on the back of some tireless defence, which was nice.
For the Queensland this year, do you think Benny could be a consideration for Queensland off the bench, just with what he can bring to a team?
It's about, so far that means there's about 2 Queensland State of Origin side you blokes have named so far. So they've got some players, haven't they, in Queensland? So let's just put it at this moment that they're not short of depth. Let's put it that way.
There's injuries. Cassiano to have a lot of ice on his knee, and Frank seemed to cop a hit in the shoulder late in the game. How are they?
No, they're both fine, mate. Yeah.
Thanks, folks.
They're all good.
Pretty strong performance, John.
Yeah, in just a couple of, again, just patches in the game where Dogs come up with points. You know, I can think of the 2 tries just prior to half time and probably the 2 tries in the second half. You know, I was pretty disappointed with the 2 tries in the second half. I thought we had a right to defend up on the errors that we made there. They didn't throw a lot at us, and those 2 tries in the end probably, you know, were the difference between the 2 teams.
Structure and attack looked a lot. There was some signs there from the Warriors, but they also looked very good today.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it's very disappointing to lose, and it's, you know, disappointing for us all. But yeah, the ball in hand was a little bit better today. Scored some decent tries and scored enough points to win the game. You know, if you scored 20 points, you'd expect to win. So that's the disappointing thing. It was just switched off that 10 minutes prior to half time, and you know, just lapses in defence in the second half.
John, you got some early. You got put on the board very early today. Did you feel the team grew in confidence from that?
Yeah, you know, it was a reward for a lot of effort. You know, they're working very hard, the players. You know, I feel from at the moment they're putting in as hard as what they ever have. You know, so get a couple of tries and had a little bit of luck there. I thought it might have been our day, but as it turned out, it just wasn't meant to be.
It obviously looked pretty bad. Do you know what is wrong with him tonight?
No, he rolled his ankle, so you know it's a strain of some sort. The degree of the strain will decide how long he's out.
A couple of bits of Barber magic today, sort of, you know, was a bit of a difference, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 10 minutes prior half time was critical. You know, we 14-6 up with 7 minutes to go, and then to be 18-14 down, it's a bit of a blow mentally.
John, how proud are you of the performance of the players, relation around the club, and having put in a good effort here at home?
Yeah, like I said, I'm very pleased with the effort that they're putting in, but we expect that every week. What's going on, around the club is, as a group, we're comfortable and we're confident. So that's, we'll not use that as an excuse. But yeah, there was a lot of effort went in today.
Scott, players always feel as though the win is close. Do you feel really that the win is very close now after what you saw today?
Oh yeah, no, I think like what Cardi said, we're definitely working hard, and we're putting ourselves in position to capitalise on forced errors that we make on opposition teams, and it's just like 1 or 2 or 3 lapses in defence that just seem to just unfold all the good work. So that's something that we sort of have to address, and if we can fix those, winning footy games just around the corner.
That try scored off when the kick-off hit the crossbar upright and you scored off that try. I think that luck might have been with you this time?
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on there. Zilly seems to be practising those, and to do that twice in a game is unseen and unheard of. So, yeah, I think a little bit of luck is required, and I think the harder you work, the more luck you have.
Scotty Queenslander?
Not today. Oh, mate, but that's the type of player he is. He's a game breaker, and it's just if you give him half a chance, he'll hurt you. It's very frustrating, but that's footy.
Scotty, when did you play? Was it today or yesterday after training?
Oh, it was probably yesterday. I just had to rest it up during the week, but I didn't want to disrupt the team's preparation. So it was only wise that just let the boys worry about their their preparation early in the week, and we'll see how it unfolded late in the week.
Scott, is it hard to put what's going on off the field behind you?
No, it's a distraction, don't get me wrong, I'll be honest, but at the end of the day, we've been reassured as players and as a staff that, you know, everything's fine and we get paid to play footy, and that's our profession, and we have to do that week in, week out. So I don't think it's an issue as far as why we're losing games. No way.
Something you could definitely do without, like if it's a distraction.
How many times you got to answer it, mate?
It's like anything.
Well, it's a relevant question.
But he answered it.
Okay.
But would a win prevent today? Because obviously, you know, a bit deflated to go down in these circumstances so tight.
Mate, a win's, we know we have to grind out a win, but we have to play for the full 80.
Can I get Jamal back next week?
Hopeful, you know, he was close this week, but he's also close the week before. It's just he's such a, you know, he's a valuable asset for the club, and then a bad hamstring tear can be a long time. But I'm pretty hopeful he'll be right next week.
John, how many 100-metre tries do you reckon we see a year on average? About one or two a year?
Yeah, if you're lucky, yeah.
So
It's,
obviously, unfortunately,
it's just
against you.
yeah, it's just seems to be whenever we turn at the moment, something like that. You know, I think the two tries that went to the video ref, like two big men running at speed, you'd think it was just a case of falling over the try line, you know. But all credit to I think that was Barber both occasions as well. You know, they were sort of game-turning events as well.
Scotty, I guess you want to win any week, but this week with Bales, you've been Bales 100. Did that mean any more for you guys?
Oh, it did, yeah, for sure. You know, Bales has played outstanding. I thought he was our best today. He worked his butt off, and you know, it hurts not to have a win for him, but also for the team. But milestones don't sit right with us at the moment, so that's every time we play one, it seems to backfire on us.
They have been a curse for you recently.
Yeah, very much so.
Is Kane Morton okay? Was that just
Hamstring, mate. I think. Yeah, again, we'll just have to scan him and see the extent of it.
And Nate?
No, Nate was all right. He just he played about 65 minutes in the middle of the field on a pretty hot day. You know, so he just knew. We got into a little bit of interchange trouble with the injury, so we couldn't get him back out there.
Mini? I think his ankle looked like it.
Yeah, he's done something to his ankle. He's iced up in there at the moment, and he got through the game, but he's hobbling at the moment. So again, he probably won't train much this week, but not real sure of the extent yet.
You must be cursing your luck with injury and the number of guys who are starting to mount up.
Yeah. Well, you probably pay more attention to it when you're on the end of a losing scoreboard. You know, when things are bubbling along, you don't tend to notice it as much. So we've got plenty of depth in the back row, so you know we'll be able to cover it.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.